Hey, what's up, YouTube? How y'all doing on this Saturday? I hope y'all are enjoying. This video is about the ASAP Rocky trial, and I just wanted to know and come to YouTube to see what y'all think about how the closing arguments went on day 12 and 13 of the ASAP Rocky trial. Do y'all think that the defense put on a better argument? Do y'all think that the prosecution put on a better argument? As I've been watching videos on YouTube, I've heard some of the YouTubers, when they did their videos, say that, in the chats, that someone said that Rocky should have went with the self-defense. And I also agree because you got the district attorney or the prosecution saying that ASAP Rocky had enough of Relli. And you also got Relli on recorded statement saying that Rocky put out a gun to defend himself. But my only thing is does it make a difference that Rocky went to the threat, or that Rocky I'm sorry, let me take that back, because Relli, the one who went to the threat, he followed Rocky and them even after he knew that Rocky had a gun, and supposedly 12 he had a knife, allegedly. And so could Rocky have went with self-defense by him going to Relli and sending all those text messages, let's get to it? Could he have been thinking that they were just meeting up to hash it out, or was he really going to allegedly harm Relli? And like I said, Relli did follow the threat, because if you was in imminent danger, you should have got out of there. You don't follow the man with the gun. That's what I was always taught. So, but then again, allegedly, that's Relli for you. He's dramatic, but not dramatic. Wants you to feel sympathetic, but want to cry, but you're not. It's just he trying to have it all ways, and you can't. So, tell me what y'all think. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will come to your videos and watch and like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.
That man decided, for whatever reason, that he was going to settle his dispute with Mr. Efron that night with a gun. That he was going to do that in the middle of Hollywood. And that he was going to fire his gun not once, but twice. That man made the decision to reach out to Mr. Efron to provoke this confrontation. He made the decision to bring two other people with him, Ills and 12. Mr. Efron's outnumbered 3-1. But still, he made the decision to bring a loaded, concealed gun with him to that confrontation. Again, they want you to believe Mr. Efron looked at the defendant and said, "Put that fake-ass gun away." He never said that. What's he doing on the video? He's backing up. There's no video of the second that gun is pulled on him from this scene. But there is that video from the second location. So I want to play that for you, and I'm going to slow it down for you. I will play it at 2 different speeds. You've seen this video over and over and over.
Now y'all see how when Joe Tacopina put on Rocky's defense and he slowed down the video, you could see it more accurately. Had Joe never slowed down that video, I don't think the prosecution would have caught on either to slowing down this video. So, and as I said in my previous video, or I don't know if I did or didn't, but I said it to my son, we were talking, and I really thought that Relli was attacking Ills until Joe slowed down this video, and then it made more clear that he was holding on to Ills. But y'all tell me what y'all think.
You could probably, if you have any artistic skill, you could probably draw it out from memory. But I want to play it slowly. You know who the people are involved in this. What's the defendant doing? He's pulling the gun out, and you see Mr. Efron dive behind Ills. That's how Mr. Efron responds when the gun is pulled on him. Now this is really the moment, so I'm going to slow it down even more. We're going to go to 1/4 speed, okay? You can see the defendant already moving back towards Mr. Efron. Mr. Efron is nowhere near Ills. He's lunging towards Mr. Efron, and Mr. Efron is diving out of the way.
That slowdown really made it clear. And look, you don't see him nowhere near 12. I thought he was running after 12. Where? Can y'all show me? And see, y'all see that? Now you see how Rocky and 12 is leaving and running away, and now all of a sudden Relli not on Ills anymore. So you could see where Rocky goes to run the other way, where 12 pushes him the other way, and Relli let go of Ills.
Now this video, it creates a host of problems for the defense in this case. That video further causes problems for the defense because nobody on that video is acting like that's a fake gun. They're all reacting to a real gun. Consider it from each of their perspectives. From the defendant's perspective, Mr. Mayers. If he's holding a prop gun and Mr. Efron knows it's a prop gun, that's what they're telling him, right? Why does he have to run towards Mr. Efron? Why does he have to move at all? Why does he have to lunge towards him? When Mr. Efron runs around Ills, why does he have to try to duck and dodge side by side to try to get a line of sight around Ills? If nothing comes out of the barrel, the tip of that gun, because it's a prop gun, not a real gun, there's no need to chase Mr. Efron. There's no need for him to move, period. 12, before he's confronted, says Mr. Efron was throwing haymakers at Ills. Mercilessly, savagely punching Ills. Why is Mr. Efron doing this? That's never explained. 12 has no explanation for that. And obviously, 12 was not expecting to be confronted with pictures or videos of Ills' face the day after this happened, showing not a single scratch on his face. Nothing. If what 12 was describing to you had actually happened, these savage blows landed on Ills' face, if that had actually happened, they would have brought in photos of Ills' bloody, bruised face, black eyes, busted lip, whatever it was, cut on his cheek. They didn't bring in any of that because it didn't happen.
On November 6th, 2021 at 9:34. WYA is where you're at, where you at. Let's get to the stop of my calls. They showed this. That's the, I think people said 13, if I have that right. They showed you that. They wanted you to believe that these were sinister messages and that Rocky, therefore, was the aggressor. First of all, you heard from 12-year-old Jamel Phillips, who said that there was nothing aggressive about these messages. He heard the calls. They were late for this Playboy Cardi concert, whatever that is, and they were trying to connect with Relli. But what else did you learn? When the prosecution showed you those texts, they wanted you to believe that those were the first messages of the evening, of November 6, 2021. What you learned was that Relli deleted the messages before that. The early messages that showed Relli's true character, his true animosity, his true aggression towards Rocky, his true intentions of meeting Rocky that night. He deleted messages before giving his phone to the police. On November 6, 2021, at 10:30 a.m., Relli texts Rocky first, saying this. Exhibit P. You got all this fake animosity towards me, LOL, beat me up, and I wish you would. Give me a reason, and you've been, whatever. You see what it says, I don't have to read that word. Relli made clear he wanted a reason to fight Rocky. He made it clear there. Matter of fact, his testimony made it clear. He said, when he says, give me a reason, he's explaining what that meant. It meant to fight Rocky. Those were the first messages of the evening. You didn't see that. They presented the other messages from Rocky as the only messages that day. Not just the video that you saw, not just 12. You know who else tells you it was self-defense? Relli. When Relli was talking to Wally Sajecki, at a time he didn't think he was being recorded. Remember the recorders he called fake? Here's what he said.
He tries to chest bump me. He tries to chest bump me and then pull out a gun for self-defense.
Well, so the guy wanting 30 million, the quote-unquote complaining witness in this case, the victim, is saying he pulled out a gun for self-defense. Relli testified previously after the altercation by the parking garage that he followed Rocky 12 and it was followed. So why did Relli and the prosecution fight so hard to prevent you from hearing that? Because they knew that's not the act of a victim.
No, that's improper.
And certainly not the one who claims to have just been knowingly assaulted with a real gun. That's not the act of a victim. That alone, folks, is another reasonable doubt. That puts the nail in the coffin. And what do you see for yourself on the video? Which will be explained. That Relli was looking for a fight, as he already said. That he attacked Ills. And that Rocky fired a warning shot with a prop gun in self-defense and defense of another. And the prosecution played you a video called the sequence surveillance video. I'm going to show you that video at the end. Okay, let's watch that defense exhibit EE. You'll see everything Shlomo described in the video. That Relli acted as the aggressor, that he repeatedly hit Ills. Only after that, Rocky tried to defend Ills by firing the first warning shot. Sergeant Cook sort of suggests on his body cam. You see his arm extending to fire the props when you hear the sound. It's clear and obvious. You had a live witness who was also there. Let's look at it now. This is the REE. There's Rocky, there's 12, there's Ills, and then there's Relli. And you see him going after, then boom. Second shot. Boom. You see Relli still going after Ills. Still going after Ills. Rocky's gone. 12 is about to go. Ills is stuck in the upper left-hand corner there. Watch Relli go back after him one more time left before he goes right. Ills running away, he falls. questioned Relli about telling the police he heard 3 to 4 shots, but only giving them 2 shell casings before having seen the videos, as if somehow that makes him more credible. That makes no sense. He was there, of course. He knew he was 2 shots. By this time, he already saw the video. He knows it's 2 shots. And in fact, he would exaggerate when speaking to the police. Does not make him more credible. By the way, when we talked to Wally, he had up to 5 shots. He had up to 5 shots when we talked to Wally. So before Relli went to the police, even before he went to a civil lawyer, you saw the messages he sent trying to get Rocky's money. Part of his plan to extort Rocky, Relli sent a text message to him, falsely accusing Rocky of trying to kill him. Obviously, Rocky knew that was false and was shocked that Relli would even make the claim, so which is why Rocky wrote him back. I tried to lie. Stop making shit up. He wrote him back. And now the prosecution has alluded to the fact that during this trial, Rocky didn't mention in his message anything about his prop gun. They don't consider one thing, though, about that. They don't consider one thing. Unlike Relli, Rocky didn't have a reason at the time he sent that message about stop making shit up. He didn't have a reason at the time, or think he needed a reason, to create a record of events for some later date. At the time he sent those messages, Rocky thought they were between the 2 of them. And he knew why Relli understood his claim wasn't true, because it wasn't true. Rocky didn't shoot him, and was aware that Relli knew he didn't shoot him, because a prop gun doesn't shoot bullets. A starter pistol doesn't shoot bullets.